Hey, hello, Ava. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. Thank you so much for allowing me to record this portion of our interview. It's been nice to get to know you a little bit. So I would like to record this portion to share with our clients so they can get to know you as well. So why don't you tell me a little bit about your position with Duraline and what Duraline does and what you do for them?
So I've been with Durline for over 8 years now. I've started actually on the ground floor. It's a manufacturing business. We do rubber molded electrical products, mostly for the military, Navy shipyards, and cruise lines, everything that needs big cables for outdoor use. So I started with the QC department on the production floor, and I worked myself up to office admin, becoming a sales associate. And then after just a couple of months, I became the sales lead, which then put me in a sales supervisor, which then put me to my position that I currently have for the past 2 years, which is operations manager and sales manager.
Okay, wonderful. And tell me about a big success. We were talking about it a little bit before. So tell me about that contract.
So one of my big things that I have to do is we work, like I said, closely with military Navy shipyards. And a most recent big order that I was able to close and get awarded was a 5-year contract with Portsmouth Naval Shipyard for a 5-year IDIQ contract, which is millions of dollars. And that involves a lot of heavy research for pricing, for our competitors' pricing, and talking to the customers to see what their budget's at and what they need from us to be able to help them. And also, it happened right after COVID, and during COVID, we have a lot of issues with cable, like supply chains and inflation and everything. So it was a lot of hard work, but I was able to close that, and now we have it.
Wonderful. Wow, that's a definitely a huge accomplishment, especially during COVID, for
Yeah.
sure. And so it looks like you've got experience with office admin, HR, accounting, payroll. You planned trade shows. Tell me a little bit about what you were telling me about the ownership, um, how you go about your day-to-day job.
So I work for it's a small family business, family-owned business. It's in production, so it's very, rough and heavy. And I go down on the production floor, and it's all those guys in the molding factory. But I work in the second floor in the office, and it's a very close-knit. Everybody knows everybody by name. I bring my daughter on her no school days, and it's it's a good place, and I've enjoyed staying there. I'm just looking for a little bit of growth for myself now. I think it's
Sure.
time for a change.
Okay, great. That was going to be my next question. Um, so lastly, I appreciate you going over your experience and a little bit about what you did. But I'm going to change it up for a minute. Tell me something fun about you. We talked about it already, so share a
Well,
fun
my
fact.
my biggest icebreaker is always I play roller derby. I'm used to be the
Exciting.
Swedish meat brawler. I just go by brawler. So I've done
That's
that
awesome.
for about 7 years.
Okay,
So yeah,
that's
it,
fighting. They're very exciting.
if I need get some frustration out, you're safe. I take it out on the rink.
Well, Eva, thank you so much for letting me record this. I'm going to go ahead and stop it, but don't hang up.
Okay.